Welcome into session 9. In this session we're going to start to look at more of the functionality of the software and the way that you use this in homeopathic analysis. Specifically this session we're going to start looking at what's called a homeopathic matrix, but before we do that, now that you've spent a week or so getting a bit familiar with the repertory, the layout and where the rubrics are, I'm going to move on to the function of using the search tool to find things in here. It's obviously a really useful thing of having a computerized version of a repertory. You've got a bit of an idea of how many different rubrics and symptoms and spread out the information is in the repertory. So one of the advantages of having an electronic version is the ability to search. There's a couple of different ways to do that. For our session today we're going to focus on simple search, which is actually what you can do the vast majority of the time. It's a quick way to find where things are. So we're going to bring up the search window. There's a couple of ways you can do that. If you're a mad keen keyboard person, you can type the question mark button on your keyboard. So shift question mark, same as you would to type a question mark in any other way. You can push the function or F4 button, or you can use your mouse and just click on the search button up here, which is what I like to do. This brings up our search window. So you can see in our program now we've got two tabs open, one with our repertory and one this is our search tab, which is over here. So when you're doing a search, the first thing you want to pick is what documents you want to search. So by default it's going to search all documents, which is every book that you've got in your package. So all the repertories, the materia medicas, anything that's in there, it's going to search them all at once. For the moment, because we're just focusing on one repertory, I'm going to change that to just focus on our current document, which is the document we've got open, the core synthesis. So essentially this is just a word search. You can type in any particular word you're looking for here. So if someone says to you, they've got a head pain in the morning, and of course the rubric, you go to the head chapter, you go to the pain section, you go to the morning sub-rubric. But if you didn't know where that is, you could type in head pain morning. And once you've got all your search terms in, you can click the enter button a second time, or you can also click this little button up in the corner here, launch the search button, to start the search from going on. And so this goes through the repertory and searches for every rubric that there is. It's got that occurrence of words in common, head pain in the morning. So you can see there's actually 155 rubrics here in our repertory that have got head pain in the morning. Head pain in the morning is our main rubric, our main part here. But there's a whole bunch of further sub-rubric levels below that. At 10 o'clock, amelioration's better in the morning, aggravation in bed. If it's a boring pain or a burning pain or a burrowing pain or a bursting pain, etc. There's all the different descriptions of pain, all the different modalities, all the other parts of STMELD as sub-rubrics of the head pain, or sometimes where morning goes along with other things, head pain in the occiput, particular location in the morning, because remember location level comes above the other level there. So we got head pain in the occiput in the morning, head pain in the sides in the morning, head pain in the temples in the morning, head pain in the vertex in the morning, etc. So this is a quick way of finding a particular rubric. I'm going to clear that search by clicking this little button here. It's kind of hard to tell what it is. It's supposed to be an eraser. It clears all the current searches, and so then I could go in and search for something else. Say my client says they've got bruising. I could search for the word bruise. See what comes up. So here's all the incidences where the word bruise is used in the repertory. Head pain, bruise, head pain, tearing pain, bruise as if, head pain, bruise, etc. And you'll actually see that the vast majority of these have got little kind of brackets afterwards that says C, as in go look somewhere else, because actually bruise isn't the word that's dominantly used in homeopathic books. If we go to one, head pain, bruised, for example, we just click it, and that takes us to the repertory. Head pain, bruise. It says actually see sore. Sore is the word that we use in homeopathy books for that kind of pain. So I can click that and get a head pain, sore. If I click on the search tab back up here, go back to my search again, nose pain, bruised, click on that. So again, so look at sore. So it takes you to nose pain, sore, which is where that information actually is. So that's a quick way you can just search around. You choose where you want to search. If you don't choose, it's going to search all the documents at once. Click the go button to do the search, click the eraser button to get rid of a current search that you've got. And you can actually do multiple searches if you want to remember something. Like say you've got a client who's got head pain in the morning, and so I can conduct that search first, and I want to come back to that, so I'm going to click add. See, that kind of adds a second tab down here, and then I can look for my bruise pain, and so I've got a tab with each of those. I can click a third tab if I want to, and say they're very thirstless, they have no thirst, and bring up all the rubrics that have got thirsless as a word in them. And so this is just a simple word search tool, and then when I'm done, click the eraser, and that gets rid of them all, or I can close the tab if I want to, or just go straight back to my repertory. Anytime you bring search results up, you just click on the search result that you're interested in, and it will take you to that rubric in the repertory. It's exactly the same tool, this shortcut up here, so if you want to, I could just type head pane warning up here. It's a quick way to go to the search bar, same as you would in a browser program. The limitation with doing it up here is by default it's going to search in all documents. So in this case, synthesis is the one that's got results as relevant to what we've put in here, so it comes up anyway. But if you type up in this section here, by default it will search all documents, where if you bring up the search tool you can narrow it and specify particular parts you want if you'd like to do that.